I want to talk about Joe Biden and his student debt issue. He doesn't have a student debt issue. He resolved that in like a second, right? Like he just paid that off. And he went to school in like the 60s. So there wasn't really much student debt for him to pay off. But, you know, there are 40 million Americans with trillions of dollars in student debt. And they need a lot of help. And, you know, student debt is crushing so many Americans because they got student debt up to their damn eyeballs. And they can't go anywhere in life. They can't go buy a house. They can't go buy a car. They can't go on vacation. They can't start a savings. They can't start a savings for their children to buy a house one day, to go to college one day, to have a family of their own one day. They can't do any of that. And student loans are a part of the reason, a huge reason, why 40 million Americans are in poverty or homeless or living paycheck to paycheck, because they're being punished for going to school, for committing the crime of doing the exact same shit that everyone told us to go do, right? So Joe Biden, it came out, is going to cancel student debt for people with disabilities, for disabled borrowers. Oh, hell yeah! Except I am not an optimistic person when it comes to Joe Biden, and I know better. And so, you know, I knew what Joe Biden was up to. Well, here's the thing. What he's doing is he's basically making it so the people with disabilities are 329,000 people, or at least that much, that borrowed loans. Now, if you want it canceled, here's the problem. You have to go fill out a form to basically say, yeah, cancel my student loans, please. Here's the problem. A lot of people with disabilities are severely disabled to where, like me, I can't really go fill out a form just willy-nilly. It's got to be accessible. And if it's not accessible, I can't fill that out. And yeah, I have a subscription service that has an agent that can help me out and all that. But a lot of people with disabilities don't have that. A lot of people, right? So, and a lot of the problem is that there's no coordinated effort to tell people with disabilities, hey, by the way, we're going to cancel these loans for you. There's no effort. Now, how much are these loans that he wants to cancel? $5.8 billion, basically $6 billion in loans. So now he's forgiven $9 billion in student loans. He forgave $1 billion for those who went to Corinthian colleges, and investigations came out, independent investigations, and it turns out they were all frauds. And Joe Biden said, well, we're going to cancel their debt. That was less than 1% of the student debt that's been taken out. Then he took it out. Then he canceled it for like another set of people. I think it was veterans or disabled veterans. I don't remember. And then he disabled veteran borrowers. I can't speak today. And then he does it for this group. But like I said, a lot of people don't even know that this is happening because there's no coordinated effort to say, hey, your student loans are being freaking canceled. There's none, right? And then they have to go fill out a form. There's no coordinated effort to say, where is the form? A lot of people, disabled people have, or people with disabilities, disabilities don't define them, they have representatives who take care of everything for them and their case notes and all of that. I'm giving you guys this insight that a lot of other progressive YouTubers don't have because they don't have disabilities. So how are those representatives of their clients gonna know that this is happening? They're not. The news isn't broadcasting it. Most people aren't talking about it. This is again how people get screwed with Social Security, because there's no advice, there's no financial guidance, there's no nothing. So they put down the wrong crap, especially with food stamps. This is, again, you see the whole problem, right? So again, it's a stupid effort on Joe Biden's part to not do it the right way, but he's also not doing it through the effort of the 1965 Higher Education Act, which basically gives him permission to just here. With a swipe of a pen, just go, Joe Biden. I know I'm just scribbling, but that's my Apple Pencil. He could just do it. He could just scrub all the debt away for these disabled borrowers, and I would love it. But again, it's just Joe Biden not doing what he needs to and just canceling all of student debt like that. He could get rid of student debt like that and free up so many Americans whose wages are being garnished, whose Social Security and retirement benefits are being garnished, whose everything is being garnished because they need to pay off these student debts into their 70s and 80s, and then the kids take on the debt if they don't reach their 90s. It's honestly incredible. And so when people are excited, oh my God, he's going to cancel debt for disabled borrowers. Notice how the process is unfair. Notice how it's not actually working out. And notice that he could actually cancel student debt for everybody just like that with a swipe of a pen, but he won't do it.